If you've never played swing before, this is a quick lesson to kind of get you into it. I want you to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The eighth notes that we play are now being swung. They're not going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and they're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm tapping with my heel on my hi-hat here. I'm keeping the balls of my feet connected to the pedal. You never want to leave the pedal. Keeping quarter notes going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 2 and 4, opening the hi-hat. So I lift up the balls of my feet enough so that the cymbals can open, but then shut them. Again, never leave the pedal with your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that we got that going, I want you to add in your ride cymbal. The ride cymbal we're just going to put on quarter notes, and we're still going to vocally counting the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. We want to really work on getting that rebound off the cymbal. We're not playing through the cymbal, letting it bounce off of it, and we're letting our fingers do the work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now we're going to add in an We're going to put the on the of 1. Then we're going to put the on the of 2, of 3, then of 4. I'll show you how to do it just like this. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. What a lot of people get taught right off the bat is to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It does get really stale if that's all you ever do. Putting the on the of 1 or the of 3 gives it a really nice taste. Let's say I'm playing that pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. A little better texture to it. It makes it sound a little more authentic, like you really know what you're doing, instead of just playing that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. What you'll see in most drum parts, which is written completely incorrectly, is to play your bass drum on 1 and 3, your snare drum on 2 and 4, just like you would a rock beat. You got to bring it back a little bit. It's way too intense. So the exercise we did before, we put the after each beat, we're going to do the same thing with our snare and then the same thing with our bass drum. So we're going to do like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Putting our ride on random we're putting our snare and our bass drum on It's a lot better than just hacking away at. When you think of jazz and you have someone beatbox it like they say it, typically with rock or funk, they're talking about the bass drum and the snare going boom, ka, a boom, boom, ka. Now when you're doing jazz, you hear people a lot of times go tss, 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 tss. So that's the same thing. Those cymbals are the important part. This is what's important. The bass drum and the snare, they're really not the important part. They're there for accents. They're not there to keep a beat. You really want to think about that when you're playing through these pieces. That's really the best way I can incorporate. So now when you start adding that all in together, switching it around, it can sound something kind of like this. A lot of directors will tell you feather the bass drum, which is just playing it softly like we've been doing. We're not hacking away at it. We're doing a light touch. They'll call it 4 on the floor, which means you're playing the quarter note every time. The reason people did that back in the day is because before we had amplification, the upright bass player playing in a very big room couldn't project loud enough. So what the bass drum was there to do was to try to push that low bass sound out, trick people into thinking that that low end boom, 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 boom sound was the bass playing. And now that we have amplification, you don't really have to do that. There's directors who that's just what they've known for a long time, so they will tell you have to do it. It's not a bad thing to try, but just know that that's sort of something that has been historically done, but now that we have amps, it's really kind of defeats the purpose of doing it. But if you're without a bass player or your bass player drops out on accident, do some 4 on the floor, that's great. You kind of fill up that sound a little bit. So experiment with that. Try playing with it and see how it sounds, and then take it out and then hear how empty it sounds without it.